What's good, everyone? What is good? Welcome back to the channel with your show. Of course, Mac. Hope you all having a great day today. And today we're back on this first people. And these people we're making, I don't know, because this is another one of me talking. Yes, this is the sixth video, the sixth commentary of me just talking. Because, again, the last few hours have been kind of crazy. And I've watched so much amazing stuff. I don't want to talk about it with you guys because I have no one to talk about it with. So we're gonna get straight into it. Whatever build I did, I hope you all do enjoy it. And thank you all for watching. Again, if you don't want this to be not a rant, it's just me talking. If you don't want to do that, you can go ahead and mute the video and put some music on the background and enjoy it live way. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So today we're talking about books. There's just one book that I absolutely love. Love. I found it on one of my Audible apps. I'm actually in the middle of reading a different book. I'll shout out to them. I'm reading the book I'm reading right now is Prince Charming. It just came out for audiobooks by K. Webster. That book is something else. this series, the whole series is something else. But we're not talking about that today. We'll talk about it some other day. Maybe if I finish this early, I'll talk about that. But we're gonna talk about what's it called? Death. It's called Death Games. No, Death Club. Death Club. Yes, we're gonna talk about The Death Club by Suzanne Valentine and Caroline Peckham. I'm pronouncing it right. Please tell me the next book came out. It hasn't come out yet. Oh, it's been like what? This book came out last year, August. I don't know if the second book's even coming out. Oh, I want to cry. It's so good. It is so flipping good. So this is gonna be spoilers. So if you wanna watch it authentically and not with no spoilers, then go ahead and cut the video, pause it, go find it somewhere and read it, or go get it. It is so good. I absolutely loved it. So pretty much it's a story about a girl named, oh my god, what's her name again? Sorry, I've read so many books lately that I can't remember the name by the hearts. I can't remember her name, but pretty much about a girl. I don't remember her name, but we're gonna call her Isabel. People are gonna name Isabel. She's pretty much homeless at this point. So in the beginning, she's homeless, and she has nowhere to stay because of her past. She broke out of I don't know if she broke out of it, but she ended up getting away, breaking out of a mental institution, and ended up living on the streets. She actually became a wanted person because of, I can't remember why she became wanted, honestly. Again, the audiobook is 18 hours long, and I've read the whole thing. That's how you know it's good. 18 hours long, and I read the whole thing. Normally for me, I quit the book after like a few hours, especially when the characters get together. Once the characters get together, I quit it. But again, this book is so unique. It's so good. But anyways, back to what I was saying. It's pretty much about a girl who's on the streets, and then she's getting taken one day to an auction to get sold off, and then she ends up getting put in this pit of death to fight to the death, so that she can like join this club, so she doesn't have to die. So they end up getting a bunch of these people. Actually, that's a lie. I'm doing too much ahead. So she ended up getting sold into this like slave auction, and then this person buys her, and the buyer's like a champion to join like a kill for all type of thing, and she ends up winning it out of, honestly, the way they describe it, she won it fair and square. Like normally, someone wins it out of how like it's like how they get that strength. She won it out of like one person died because they fell into a pit. Like she outsmarted them, fell them into the pit. Other person died because she picked up their sword and just stabbed them. Like they're mostly normal deaths. It's nothing too crazy. So you're like, oh my god, of course she wins. Like she's OP. No, that actually kind of makes sense. She ends up winning, and then while she was winning, she ends up meeting this one guy, this brute. Honestly, I don't know how I feel about him, because she ends up meeting this guy, and he sees how much of a fighter she is, and it intrigues her. So he ends up buying her off of the club that she got sold to, and so he ended up taking her home and not chaining her, but keeping her downstairs in the basement, where he is also keeping another guy, because the house that he's living in is actually the person he has in the basement. Because the person that has in the basement has this treasure that he really wants, so he's kind of torturing him so that he can get the treasure from him, so he can get the location of the treasure so he can leave. Because his family wants him to marry this girl that he does not like at all. Because he's a part of the mafia. No, his father's a part of the mafia, but his family's part of something. I don't know. It's something. Is it mob? I don't know what it is. It's something. They're part of something. And he wants nothing to do with it, so he wants to leave, but he needs money for it. So he has that person down there, trying to get them. So he's torturing to get the money out of, and then the person that he's torturing though is part of. He is part. Yeah, that's why he's part of the mafia, and then the guy he's torturing down there in the basement is a part of the cartel. So it's like a cartel gangster and a mafia guy. It's crazy. So anyways, so he has the house he's living in, the house that he's in right now. The person who owns that house is in the basement in a cage that he's torturing, and so he ends up locking the girl down there. And again, this is where I start talking. Remember how I told, like, if you guys watched my first commentaries, but my first rants about Love Island with Gemma, the person that's locked the girl is only 21, but the people, like the guy that's who owns the house, who's being tortured for the location of the treasure, he's 32 and no 33, and then the guy that's torturing the person that doesn't own the house but bought the girl off of the market, he's 32. They're like 12 years 13 years 11 years older than her, and so I'm fine with that. I love it. So again, age difference doesn't really get to me in books and TV shows, but like in real life it's just like no. But anyways, moving on. That's a lie too, because I actually don't mind. This is a big one. I'm not a big, like, the Kardashian people. I'm not really a big fan of them. I don't hate them like people do. Like, people go all out on them for some reason. I don't know. I don't know them, so I don't really hate them. But I don't specifically like them either. I'm very neutral. Like, they're whatever. But I actually do like Kim Kardashian and Pete David's relationship. I think it's very unique. So I won't even say that I'm not big on age gaps in real life. I'm just weird about the Gemma one, maybe because I didn't want her with him. But moving on, back to this book. So pretty much the whole story is about the guy who bought the girl, who's torturing the guy. It's pretty much about him training the girl into being an assassin because she wants to go and get revenge on the people that hurt her when she was a kid. She also had a really rough childhood, and the stuff that she did was so, like, I'm not about killing people the way she killed people, but it made sense. Like, they deserved it. But yeah, it's very gory, very gruesome the way they kill people in that show. Like, there's just one guy that they caught because he's looking for information on something, right? And so he found this one guy, and like they kind of tortured him to get information out of him. It was something else. Like, they made killing fun. It was something else. But again, it's a good book. I enjoyed it because, again, it had the erotica that I loved. It had the action that I loved. It had the mystery. It had two guys. Actually, I don't even like the guy. I only like the guy that's trapped in the basement. Mateo, I'll start with the M. I like him. I don't really like the cop guy. He's a bit much. Like I can't. He did something in the book that I can't look at him the same after he did it. I really can't. Like, he's just a bit of a brute, like the way he kills people is just a bit much. It's just a bit much for me. Like, I get enjoying the kill, like I get that, but the way he talks about it and describes enjoying it is just, it's a bit much for me. Like, it literally I was scared. I'm like, what if he catches me one day? It made me want to be on my best behavior, because if they ever catch me, but yeah, amazing book. I totally recommend it. Again, it's really long. I don't think she has a hard copy, but there's an audiobook copy, and I recommend you go find it and read it because it is really good. So that's called The Death Club, by Suzanne Valentine and Caroline Peckham. Recommend. And then again, I'm reading right now is what's the series called? We're not playing that out loud. The series is title. What's it called? The Cinderella Trilogy. So the third book is coming out. I don't know. Does it say? Because I just finished the second book. The third book. Okay, the third book. Oh, wow. It's on pre-order. Oh, it's done. Okay, so the third book comes out next month, which is fine because I can wait. So yeah, I recommend it. It is it is something else. Again, another book with an age gap. This is a really bad age gap. So if you're not into big age gaps, this is not the one, because the female character is 18 and the male character is like 35. Again, big age gap. Totally okay with it. And they be doing some stuff. I remember I was reading the first book. I couldn't put it down. I couldn't. Like I was obsessed because I knew from the cover of it I was gonna like it, and so for months I was waiting for it to become an audiobook. And when it did become an audiobook, I had no credits, so I had to wait. And then I got it, and then I got a credit, and so I literally I didn't work that day. I faked work. Oh, my boss never sees this, but I faked work that day, and I just read the whole book. I think I bought it at like 8 o'clock, and I finished the book at like two in the afternoon, and then I was crying because the next book came out like a week later. And again, I read this book like last week. It was so good. I recommend it, but it is very, very, very R-rated, and so if you're not into that or into kink, I don't recommend this book to you. It is something else. It is spicy. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope y'all did enjoy this, and of course I'll talk to y'all on the next one. I am out. Deuces, peace, bye, later. I love y'all. Peace.